Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're well. Now, here it's late afternoon. It's been a really nice, bright day. Now, from the inside, you'd think it was pretty warm because I have had the heating on, but we are in the middle of winter and it is freezing outside. But I would prefer to have the bright day and the cold day rather than the dull warm day. I need that light because for many of us, you know what that brightness does to you. For me, I want to get up and do things. I feel energized and I really needed that this morning because yesterday I had my first AIS physio fitness session with my trainer. It was the first one I've had in some months. So this morning, as you can imagine, I woke up feeling quite achy, pretty tired, and I'm sure that if the sun wasn't shining outside, I've got a feeling that getting out of bed would have been a huge amount more of an effort than it actually was. And I was sitting here thinking, a couple of years ago, just at the start of this whole pandemic, nobody knew what was going on. A lot of facilities were closing. There were things that were running out online, stock and things. And it was at this time that I was just about ready to order some equipment to help me at home with my training, just little things that I could use. Because if you're somebody with various health challenges, maybe you can't get out as much as you'd like to, or maybe you have challenges with your mobility or anything like that, you know the importance of having things around you that can help you to stay fit, stay well, and keep going. And I was in the position where I needed to keep moving. And although I've got handrails and stairs and things that I can use regularly throughout the day, I knew that I needed to use things that would actually be intentional in my fitness. And then suddenly this pandemic hit and it wasn't possible to get this equipment. And at that point I thought, do I allow this whole thing to paralyze me? Do I start to panic? Or do I think about what I can do to adapt to it? Because the uncertainty, no one knew how long it was going to last. I didn't know how long the shops were going to stay shut. I didn't know how long my leisure centre was going to close. I loved swimming and suddenly I wasn't able to do this. I didn't know how long that would go on for. So I had to think about whether I would wait it out or try and keep going in the meantime. And I chose to try and keep going in the meantime because if it was going to be 2 weeks, then it was 2 weeks. But if it was going to be 2 months and I was just hanging around, then I was in effect wasting 2 months. So I decided to keep going and I made this mini gym. I didn't realise at the time that I was doing this that I was actually helping to keep a number of things going. One was to keep myself motivated and keep myself busy and occupied. So one of the things that making this mini gym did was just to kind of shut out and block out and distract me from a lot of the stuff that was happening out there that was not particularly good for me and certainly not good for many of us, especially when you're dealing with anxiety and stress and health challenges. The second thing as well doing this mini gym did was it helped me to keep going because once I'd actually finished it and started using it, it just helped me to keep moving, which was the whole idea and reason for having it. And the third thing that I wasn't actually aware of at the time was that in making this gym, I was almost test running and trying to do some research about the kind of equipment that I needed so that here we are now, 2 years later or just over 2 years later, I was able to go out and order the right kind of equipment or the right tools for my sessions. I didn't spend a huge amount of money with the things that I ordered. But the things that I ordered were the things I knew would work based on just the little tryout from the mini gym that I made. There are things that are happening around us all the time. We have a choice about how we view these things. Do we allow these things to paralyze us, or do we decide to work and adapt to them so that we can carry on moving forward and we're not waiting for something else to happen before we do what we want to do? And I really feel it's important for us to continue on our journeys, stay in our track, stay on our lane, carry on with our ideas, plans, dreams, hopes, because it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks. In this case, with the pandemic, it's now over 2 years. And had I not decided to do something and adapt to what was happening, it would have been a long time wasted waiting around. So I hope that that's really helpful for you. And the video that you'll see next is a video from 2 years ago where I'm putting this gym together using the materials and the tools and some help as well. I hope you find it useful, helpful, and I really look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye bye.